Chandler joining you for the pregame show. Evansville dropping the series opener on Friday night, a final score of 10-0. Then yesterday, it was the Pavin Parks show. Parks with 5 RBI in the game. He picked up the save, and Evansville able to take down their West Divisional rival 7-5, and we'll have a rubber match here today. It is the 15th rubber match of the 2024 season for Evansville, looking to kick off this 9-game homestand on the right foot with a series win. And Evansville in those rubber games 8-6 this season. So more often than not, they have been able to perform well for that final game of the series when it matters to take the series. Evansville will try to do that once again here today. A beautiful day here at the ballpark, 81 degrees, partly cloudy skies. We finally have some cooler temperatures after Mother Nature unleashing the scorching sun the last couple of days in the mid to upper 80s here at Bosse Field. And it is again cooler today. Our American flag blowing out toward right field, and we'll keep an eye on the wind as the game goes on. But Evansville, a loaded left-handed lineup, could favor the lefties a little bit here today. Again, we'll have to wait and see. The Otters come into this contest 36-48, 6th in the Frontier League West. Florence 41-41, 5th in the Frontier League West. Well, the good news for Florence, Lake Erie and Schaumburg losing yesterday, and so the Florence Yalls did not lose any games on Lake Erie, currently holding down that 3 seed. Let's have a look at the Frontier League standings board. Florence trying to catch the Crushers right now. They are 4 games behind Lake Erie. They are a half game behind Schaumburg. And as time ticks down, we're in game 85 of 96 for Evansville. This is game 83 of the year for Florence. And there is not too much time left for the Yalls to make a comeback and try to overtake Lake Erie in that 3 seed. They'll have to get some help from the Crushers and from Schaumburg, but they do have the tiebreaker over Lake Erie. So should those records be even at the end of the 2024 regular season, Florence would have the tiebreaker over Lake Erie to take over that 3 seed. It would be a great comeback story for Florence this year. They were at the bottom of the barrel for quite some time in the Frontier League West, and right after the All-Star break, they made their move, putting together a good second half of July. They have played well here in the month of August. Evansville, no chance for a playoff spot at this point. Mathematically, they're still in it, but realistically, they're out of it. Right now, Evansville just trying to play spoiler, so they will finalize against Florence here today and try to spoil their Sunday with a win. Then early next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, they will go up against the Windy City Thunderbolts, and into next weekend, it'll be Gateway coming to town to finalize the 9-game homestand and finalize the home games here in 2024 for the Evansville Otters. And throughout the week, we have a 6:35 start time, first pitch Saturday as well. Then Sunday, next week, a week from today, another 12:35 first pitch Central Time. After that, there's just 5 road games to go, and Evansville will be done with the regular season and probably the 2024 season. Oh, as time has flown, and it really has gone fast, but it's been such a fun ride this year, and hopefully for Evansville's sake, they can finish on a strong note. Let's go through the starting lineups. First for the visiting Florence Yalls, led by manager Chad Rhodes. Dalton Davis out in right field. He will lead things off. Ed Johnson, the shortstop, bats second. Brian Fuentes out at third base, batting third. And cleaning up, it's the first baseman, Hank Zeisler. Zade Richardson doing the catching. He will bat fifth. Out in left field, it's the 6-hole hitting Stephen Harustich. Sergio Gutierrez, the designated hitter, bats seventh. Thomas Jones out in center field batting eighth, and Justin Levy, the second baseman, bats ninth. Let's flip the order over and take a look at the Evansville Otters, led by manager Andy McCauley. David Mendham, the designated hitter, leads things off. Gary Mattis out in right field, bats second. Pavin Parks, the shortstop, batting third, and Randy Bednar out in left field, cleaning it up. Batting fifth, playing first base, Logan Brown. Delvin Zinn out at second base, batting sixth. J.J. Cruz out at the hot corner, he bats seventh. Back behind the dish, it's Justin Felix, the catcher, batting eighth. Filling out the starting nine and playing center field, it is Giovanni DiGiacomo. Let's have a look at the starting pitching matchups here this afternoon. For Evansville, they will hoist left-hander Braden Scott on the mound. He is 4-9 this year. This is his 18th appearance. All in starts, Scott 103 innings and a 3.93 ERA, 6'3", 200 pounds out of Clinton, Indiana. Having a look at the Florence Y'all starter, it'll be Hunter Mink, who is 0-0 this season, 2-2. Or rather, this is his third appearance, third start, I should say. 6 prior innings of work, a 4.50 ERA, 199 pounds on the rubber, 6'1" for Mink out of Cincinnati, Ohio. We'll take a step aside here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. We'll head to the on-the-field starting lineups and the national anthem. And when we come back, we'll have first pitch coming your way next. Don't go anywhere, Otters baseball, after this.
The starters for your Evansville Otters, led by manager Andy McCauley. Edward Jones, leadoff batter of the game, designated hitter number 34, David Mendham. Batting second, the right fielder, number 23, Gary Mattis. Batting third, the shortstop, number 11, Hayden Parks. Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 6, Randy Bednar. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 8, Logan Brown. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 1, Delvin Zinn. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 28, J.J. Cruz. Batting eighth and catching, number 5, Justin Felix. Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 10, Giovanni DiGiacomo. Pitching for the Evansville Otters, left-handed pitcher, number 33, Braden Scott. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please rise and remove your caps as we honor America's freedom, those who now protected and pay tribute to those who have made the ultimate sacrifice for the singing of our national anthem, presented by Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield, performed this afternoon by Adam Lauer.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, give proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free
It's that time of the day again. Otters baseball coming your way here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. So happy you could join us for this Sunday matinee between the Evansville Otters and the Florence Yalls. We're in the rubber match. Evansville taking yesterday's game. They dropped it on Friday night to Florence, but a chance to win the series for the Otters. And it'll be left-hander Braden Scott, 6'3", 200 pounds on the rubber from Clinton, Indiana, his third season with the club. Scott 4-9. This is his 18th appearance. All in starts, 103 prior innings and a 3.93 ERA. Ballpark dimensions here at historic Bossy Field in Evansville, Indiana. 315 to the right and left field lines. To the right and left center alleys, 375 and 400 to dead center. Archer Flores Pareda calling the balls and strikes. First base umpire is Ted Dutcher, and Adam Morgan is our third base umpire. Dalton Davis will lead things off. The right fielder batting right-handed. Scott working from the third base side of the mound. Dalton digs in. Scott ready. He winds and fires. Today's first pitch is a fastball. Misses just a little bit high, and we're underway here at 12:37 p.m. Here's the wind and the pitch. The 1-0 fastball misses upstairs. That was a good comeback win yesterday for Evansville. Here's the 2-0. Misses a little bit low. Quickly 3-0 now to Davis. And the Otters led by Paven Parks with a grand slam yesterday. Also picked up the save on the mound. Here's the 3-0. Misses inside. It's a 4-pitch walk to begin the game. So Davis on board immediately with a walk. And now coming to the plate, it's Ed Johnson. That was a much-needed win for the Otters. Their first win of this final homestand of the 2024 season. Johnson batting right-handed from the stretch. The pitch, it's fouled to the right side, and it's 0-1. Johnson squared to bunt, but that wasn't even close to fair territory. Scott comes to the set. The left-hander deals. Swing and a tip into the glove of Felix, 0-2. Scott 4-9 this season. And he has been putting together one of his best months here in the month of August. He's ready. Now the 0-2 to Johnson. Swing and a tip into the glove of Felix once again. He holds on, and it's a strikeout. Some hard cheddar from Braden Scott, able to get it by Johnson, 1 out. So after a 4-pitch walk, Scott comes back with a 3-pitch K. Now he will face Brian Fuentes. At the set, the southpaw kicks and deals. Fastball misses high, and the count is 1-0. Scott here in the month of August, 2-0 with a 2.29 ERA. This is start number 4 for him. His 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. Fuentes batting .285 on the year, 11 homers, 68 RBI. Had a home run in the series opener. That's been his only hit so far. The 1-1 to him. He takes on the inside corner a strike, and it's 1-2. Double play ball in order here in the top of the first, no score. And the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball well inside. We'll try it at 2-2 now for Fuentes. We'll have to keep an eye out on how the battery pair works today for Evansville. Braden Scott, of course, on the mound, and Justin Felix doing the catching. Now the 2-2. Swung on, lifted out of play to the right side. Rest of the defense has followed. J.J. Cruz at third, Paven Parks at short, Delvin's in at second, and Logan Brown at first. In the outfield from left to right for Evansville, Randy Bednar, Giovanni DiGiacomo, and Gary Mattis. Scott has worked with 4 different catchers this year. Most of his work done with Felix. Now the 2-2, runner goes. Fastball lifted in the air to right field, ranging over Mattis, makes the catch. Retreating back to the bag is Davis. And there are 2 outs here in this top of the first inning.
Batting fourth at first base, 13, Hank Zeisler.
So that'll bring up Hank Zeisler. The 6-pitch battle between Fuentes and Scott, won by the pitcher. He's had 13 pitches here in this first inning. 7 strikes. He steps and throws to first. Back in is Davis. Scott has tossed in 38 1/3 innings with Felix, but he's also worked a lot with Jake Green, who's no longer with the club. The pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss, 0-1. And Scott has also worked with Dakota Phillips, the newest battery partner that Scott has worked with, and Phillips and Scott have been great together. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Well, we did get word Phillips not in the lineup once again today, dealing with a minor leg injury, so hopefully he will make a swift recovery to get back out onto the playing surface. But Phillips and Scott, 26 2/3 innings and a 2.03 ERA. The pitch. Fastball misses a little bit low, and it's 1-2. Zeisler bats left-handed. Runner on first, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. This is slapped foul to the left side, out of play. And we'll do it again at 1-2. The Otters will have off tomorrow, facing Windy City Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday here at Bosse, and then the final home games of the year coming next weekend in the series against Gateway. The 1-2 from Scott. Breaking ball misses outside. After the homestand, just 5 more regular season games to go in 2024 for Evansville. 3 against Schaumburg on the 27th, 8th, and 9th, and then 2 against Windy City. The pitch, runner goes, fastball high, check swing, and home plate umpire Archer Flores Pareda says Zeisler went too far around, strike 3. Couple of strikeouts in the inning for Scott. Strands a runner, no damage done from Florence. Evansville coming to bat for the first time when we come back on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Bottom of the first inning, no score between Evansville and Florence. David Mendham leading it off for Evansville, and on the rubber for the Alls, right-hander Hunter Mink. He works from the first base side of the mound. Mink into the wind, his first pitch. Fastball misses in, and the count is 1-0 to David. Braden Scott seeing 4 batters in his first inning. Here's the pitch from Mink. Mendham pops it up out toward left field. Hrustich camping under it, takes a few steps in, makes the catch, 1 out. So that'll bring up Gary Mattis. Mink into his 3rd appearance, 3rd start of the year. 6 prior innings of work and a 4.50 ERA. No pitching record yet. A newer acquisition for Florence. He kicks and deals. Fastball swung on, hit out toward right center. Charging after it, Davis, and he will track it down to retire Mattis. Quickly, just 3 pitches in. 2 outs here in this bottom of the first inning. And now coming to the plate, it's Paven Parks. Couple of flyouts to each corner outfielder. Mink 6'1", 199 pounds. Finalized his collegiate tenure at South Florida this spring. He deals. And Parks squares the bunt, pulls it back, fastball high. And the count is 1-0. With South Florida, he had a 5.66 ERA this spring. His next pitch misses high, 2 balls and no strikes. Overall, he had okay numbers. Nothing eye-popping at South Florida. The right-hander into the motion. And his 2-0 is a fastball in the inside corner. A strike to Parks. Paven was the hero yesterday in more than one way for Evansville. The 2-1. Pops it up, 3rd base side. Foul territory. Fuentes giving a look. And he has room out there. He'll make the catch and retire the side. Well, a quick 1-2-3 inning for Hunter Mink as he throws just 7 pitches and sets the Otters down in order. No score after 1. We'll take it to the 2nd. Florence coming to bat when we come back. Top of the 2nd inning, no score between Evansville and Florence. Braden Scott back on the rubber. He will face Zade Richardson. Hey, if you have a group of friends or coworkers who wish to come to historic Bosse Field and enjoy an Otters home game, contact the Otters front office to reserve a party deck on the Corona Extra patio deck. You can enjoy an all-you-can-eat menu and unlimited bottled water and soft drinks. Call 812-435-8686. The southpaw winds and fires the first pitch to Richardson. Fastball misses upstairs, 1-0. 19 pitches, 11 strikes in that first inning. Scott faced 4 batters. He deals. And the 1-0 is cut on and missed. 1-1 now to Richardson. We have seen the high-powered Florence bats come to life already this series. Scott offering a walk, but no hits in that first frame. He deals, and it's a fastball inside, 2-1. Florence with 5 runs on 7 hits last night, but 10 runs on 14 knocks Friday. Here's the 2-1 offering. Swung on, popped up, first base side, foul territory. Brown chasing after it, and he won't be able to get there. Count moves to 2-2. Looks like some of the bullpen guys waiting for that one to drop off the roof. Then throwing it to some fans. Here's the 2-2. And it's ripped back to the screen, foul. We'll do it again. Richardson batting .307 on the year, 0 for 5 in the series. He missed yesterday, but on Friday he was the only Y'all to not have a base hit in the starting 9. His 2-2. Swung on and missed. 3 strikeouts in the early going for Braden Scott. The leadoff hitter retired here in the second. And now coming to the plate, Stephen Hrustich. No score between Evansville and Florence. Hrustich batting .297 on the year. He's had a nice series. Scott motions home the first pitch. And it's sent back to the screen, out of play, foul. 0-1. Hrustich with a home run, 2 RBI, 5 runs scored through the first 2 games. The kick and the pitch, and it's sent foul again. This time more to the right, out of play, and we'll do it at 0-2. Scott coming off one of his best outings of the year. Went 8 innings against Schaumburg, gave up just 2 runs. The pitch, fastball, misses downstairs and in, a ball and 2 strikes. Scott had 7 Ks and 123 pitches thrown. That was back on Wednesday. The 1-2. Just off the inside corner. Lefty on righty matchup. And the 2-2 home. Swung on, ripped out towards center. Taking a couple of steps back to Giacomo, makes the catch, and there are 2 outs. Hrustich retired on 5 pitches. And now it's Sergio Gutierrez, the catcher. But working in the designated hitter's role here this afternoon, stepping to the plate. He was back behind the dish the last 2 nights, but still staying in the lineup despite not being a presence defensively. The pitch tapped toward third, charging is Cruz, makes the short pick and the running throw to first. Nice play over at the hot corner, and Cruz able to retire the side. A 1-2-3 for Scott sets the Y'alls down in order. We'll head to the bottom of the second, no score, and Evansville coming to bat on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Bottom of the second inning, no score between Evansville and Florence. And it'll be Randy Bednar leading off the inning, middle third of the Otters order. And Hunter Mink back out on the mound. The right-hander worked a 1-2-3 in the first inning. He winds and deals. First pitch to Bednar, fastball upstairs. 84 miles an hour on the gun, and the count is 1-0. Mink, a fastball slider change in his arsenal. He deals. Bednar pops it up into shallow right. Charging in is Davis. Calls for it. Loses the hat, makes the catch, and there's one out. Mink in the early going has been able to garner lots of early outs. The most pitches in a single at-bat he has thrown so far, 4. And he's got 4 outs with 9 pitches. Now at the plate, Logan Brown takes for strike 1, fastball, and the count is 0-1. Mink into the motion, he deals. Breaking ball misses away. Mink has a lot of movement on that changeup. Dropping into a right-handed hitter. The 1-1. And Brown takes downstairs. 86-mile-an-hour heater. 2-1 the count. We also had a flash of 92 before the 86 popped up, so who knows which one it was. Brown batting .224 on the year. This is game 41 for him in an Otters uniform. Now the 2-1. Looked at low. Brown 2 for 7 in the series, both hits coming on Friday night. He was back behind the plate yesterday and Friday. His 3-1. Fastball misses high, and it's a walk. Brown will head to first. A 1-out base runner. That's the first of the game for Evansville. Now coming to the plate, it's Delvin Zinn.
The second baseman, number 1, Delvin Zinn.
Zinn has struggled over the last 5 games. Had a tough series against Schaumburg. 0 for 4 in this series, played yesterday, not Friday. The pitch. Fastball in the inside corner. And the count is 0-1. Zinn in his last 5 batting just 188, 3 for 16. The pitch. Fouls it away to the right side, down in the count 0-2.
That overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best. Never regret it.
And for a guy like Delvin, it's about building that consistency. The 0-2. Fastball on the outside edge, called strike 3. We've seen flashes of life from Delvin with the bat. He had a great month of July, one of the best hitters in that month for Evansville, but it's been a different story here in August. He's out number 2, and now coming to the plate, J.J. Cruz. Cruz 1 for 5 in the series. The pitch, and the left-handed hitter takes away. 84-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is 1-0. The right-hander at the set, Mink deals. Another fastball upstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. Cruz, 6'3", 205 pounds. Hails from California. His 2-0. Pops it up third base side. A flare shot into shallow left now. Long run for Fuentes. Diving attempt by Johnson. Did he hang on? Yes, he did. Oh, my. What a play by the shortstop. Fully sprawled out, crossing the white chalk and making a spectacular catch. That'll end the second inning. That's a Frontier League top 10. That might be number 1. No score after 2 between Evansville and Florence on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Braden Scott back on the rubber, top of the third inning, no score, and a 1-0 count to Thomas Jones. Scott seeing 7 batters in the first 2 innings. He deals, and this pitch is lined out toward left center. That's going to get down for a base hit. Takes 2 bounces. DiGiacomo picks it up, throws it back in. And Jones aboard with a leadoff single.
5, Justin Levy.
Scott, 32 pitches, 20 strikes. Now he will face the 9-hole hitting Justin Levy. The second baseman bats right-handed. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball, just a smidge in. And the count is 1-0. The Otters finalizing this series with Florence here this afternoon. Another rubber game for Evansville. The 1-0. Check swing, foul back to the screen. A ball and a strike now for Levy. Levy had yesterday off, but played in the series opener, working on a 5-game hit streak. 1 for 5 on Friday night with an RBI and a run. Scott at the set. He motions home, and the 1-1 is in there, taken for a strike. 1-2. Scott has allowed 13 unearned runs this season. He throws to first. Back in safely is Jones. You wonder if that ERA would be lower if he got some additional help from his defense. The 1-2. Fastball at the knees, a little bit low. Throw goes to second, into center field, past Delvin Zinn's glove. And moving up to third is Jones. E2 from Justin Felix. That's his 3rd error behind the plate this season, to go along with the 19 pass balls. And just like that, Florence with an opportunity. A runner 90 feet from scoring. Nobody out, no score here in the 3rd. The 2-2. Fastball lifted in the air, high and deep to right. On his horse, Mattis, nearing the warning track, makes the catch on the dirt. And that will easily allow Jones to score. Well, another unearned run on an Otters error.
In right field,
Evansville has not had a game without an error since the Gateway Series back on the 9th, 10th, and 11th. Folks, that's a long time to have a game without an error. First pitch swinging for Dalton Davis. Pops it foul territory, right side, near the warning track. Brown, he will make the catch.
the shortstop.
So all of a sudden, 2 outs. Florence leading it 1-0 on the sacrifice fly from Justin Levy. And now coming to the plate, it's Ed Johnson. Bats right-handed. The pitch from Scott. Fastball misses downstairs, and the count is 1-0. Gorgeous day here at the ballpark. The 1-0 home. Fastball misses away. And it looks like throughout this week, at least in the early stages of this week, coming up, we should have some cooler weather. Next weekend, though, back to the 90s. 2-0 pitch is lifted back over the screen, out of play, 2-1. Johnson struck out swinging his first time up. During that Gateway Series, a high of 90 degrees Friday, 91 on Saturday, 94 on Sunday. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Now, of course, all that is subject to change. Weathermen and weatherwomen are wrong all the time, so who really knows? Maybe it'll be snowing next weekend and we don't even know it yet. Scott winds and deals, and the 2-2. Grounded to the left side of the infield. A backhanded try by Parks. Can't get it. This rolls into left field for a base hit.
Third baseman, 3, Brian Fuentes.
So that makes that unearned run earned with the Ed Johnson single, because Jones would have advanced to third on the flyout from Levy, then scored on the Johnson single. So 1-0 Florence here in the third. Breaking ball in the inside corner from Scott to Brian Fuentes, and it's strike one. Scott at the set. He twirls and deals the 0-1. Swung on, lifted in the air to left. Toward the gap, ranging over Bednar, calling for it. Makes the running catch, and the inning is over. Florence draws first blood here this afternoon in the third. They lead at 1-0 over Evansville on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Justin Felix leading it off for Evansville. Bottom of the third inning. Florence leads it 1-0. Hunter Mink's first pitch misses downstairs and the count 1-0. The right-hander from the first base side of the mound kicks and deals. 1-0 is cut on and missed. A ball and a strike now to Justin. Felix seeing his first time at the plate this series. Mink deals. Check swing from Justin. Did he go around? No, says first base umpire Ted Dutcher. And the count moves to 2-1. Felix batting 196 on the year. Game number 35 for him. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, was behind on a fastball. We had a 93 and an 82 mile per hour flash on our radar gun. Split the difference? Call it 87 and a half. Mink ready. Mink deals. Swing and a miss. Felix chased after a fastball outside the zone. And he's out number one here in the third.
Number 10, Giovanni DiGiacomo.
Giovanni DiGiacomo leading it off with, or rather, coming to bat with one out. He bats left-handed. The pitch squares the bunt, pulls back a high and away fastball. DiGiacomo batting .290 on the year. No homers, 17 RBI. The 1-0 home. Fastball just misses a little bit in. Florence plating the first run of the game on a sacrifice RBI fly in the top of this inning from Justin Levy. Giovanni takes downstairs another heater from Mink. 3 balls and no strikes. Mink working quickly, his pitch. Get me over fastball, finds the outside edge. Well, with the middle of August upon us, school starting back up. Here's the 3-1. Fastball high and away, ball 4. We'll have teacher appreciation night next weekend. But the Evansville Otters want to wish all the kids going back to school good luck. The lineup turns over. DeGiacomo, a 1-out base runner. And now it's David Mendham, the leadoff hitter. 30 pitches, 14 strikes for Mink. 1-0, Florence ahead. Series finale here this Sunday, the pitch. Fastball in the outside corner, a strike. It's 0-1. Also want to give it a shout out to my aunt, who is a teacher at a high school back in Cleveland, Ohio. Good luck to her. The pitch. Fastball misses upstairs, 1-1. She's starting AP biology or honors biology, one of the two. The upper level biology course. She'll be teaching it for the first time this year, so good luck to her. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball misses inside. Mendham 0 for 1, flew out to left his first time up. Mink comes to the set. Now he deals. And Mendham hits this to the left side, hooking foul. And the count is now 2-2. Mendham had a great series against Schaumburg. He struggled against the Yalls. 1 for 7 over this weekend. Couple of runs, a walk, a strikeout. The 2-2 pitch. He lines it back to the screen. DeGiacomo on first. Infield playing at double play depth. Outfield playing medium deep. Mink ready at the set. He deals. Swing and a miss. Mendham strikes out. He's out number 2 here in the bottom of the third. Brian Fuentes at third, Ed Johnson at short, Justin Levy at second, Hank Zeisler at first, Stephen Harustich in left, Thomas Jones in center, Dalton Davis, the right fielder for Florence. And the battery finalizing the defensive order, Zade Richardson behind the plate. Hunter Mink's pitch. Fastball misses downstairs to Gary Mattis, and the count is 1-0. Our American flag blowing out to right field. Just a slight breeze. Runner goes on the next pitch. Fastball low. Bobbled by Richardson. No throw to second. And DeGiacomo in with a stolen base. That's number 10 for him on the season. Mattis flew out to right his last time up. The pitch. And the 2-0 misses high. While Mink has not given up any runs yet, he has struggled with his command. Here's pitch number 40 for him. Get me over fastball, a strike, and it's now 3-1. Out of the 40 pitches he's thrown, just 19 have gone for strikes. He kicks and deals. Fastball grounded to second. This should end the inning. Levy up with it cleanly, and he will retire Mattis at first. Well, a runner on second stranded on the bases for Evansville. No damage done here in the third. Florence leading it 1-0 on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Hank Zeisler leading it off for Florence. Top of the fourth inning. They're ahead 1-0 over Evansville. Braden Scott back on the mound. Lefty on lefty matchup to begin the inning. Zeisler struck out swinging his first time up. Scott into the motion. The left-hander deals. And it's a fastball. Misses downstairs and away. The count is 1-0. Scott 45 pitches, 29 strikes. Into the wind. Here's his pitch. And it's a fastball outside, 2-0. Zeisler batting .313 on the year. 8 homers, 56 ribbies. The next pitch he sees, breaking ball, top of the zone, a strike, 2-1. Florence still first in team batting average, .285 on the season. Now the next offering. Strike at the knees to even the count. 2-2 now to Zeisler. Florence here in the month of August, right on track with that overall team batting mark, .286. The wind and the pitch. Breaking ball popped up, shallow left. Charging in Bednar, calling for it. The shortstop Parks dealing with the sun, makes the catch, and there's one out. It seems like all of a sudden, Sergeant Sunshine came booming down here on Bossy Field.
9, Zade Richardson.
And now it's Zade Richardson coming to bat. 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. Mr. Sun must have been hiding behind some clouds before this inning. First pitch coming. Ground ball to the left side. Diving try by Cruz. Can't get it. Goes into left field, a base hit.
Left fielder
Richardson aboard with a single.
Stephen Hrustich.
It's his first hit of the series, and now coming to the plate, Stephen Hrustich. Hrustich has been struggling here this month at the plate. His pitch, just a little bit in, 1-0. He's had a nice series against Evansville, but even with his ABs against the Otters, only batting .214, 12 for 56 at the plate. Still been productive, though, despite the low average. His 1-0. Swung on, hit into the right center gap. A long run for DiGiacomo near the warning track. Makes the catch. Hrustich retired. He's out number 2 here in the top of the fourth. Florence ahead 1-0. And now it's Sergio Gutierrez coming to bat. The Yalls plating their lone run in the last inning. It was a leadoff single from Thomas Jones, and then Justin Levy hit him in with a sac fly. Lefty on righty matchup. Gutierrez grounded to third his first time up. Runner on first, the pitch. Fastball, top of the zone, a strike, 0-1. Scott leaning in, gets the sign. Glove at the belt, here he comes. And this is popped up on the infield, first base side, calling for it. Zinn makes the catch out by Logan Brown at first, and Zinn retires the side. One runner stranded, no damage done from Florence on the base hit from Richardson as they lead it 1-0 over Evansville. Home fourth coming your way next on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Haven Parks leading it off. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. Heart of the order due up for Evansville. Hunter Mink back on the rubber, and his first pitch is slapped foul to the left side, out of play, and we'll do it at 0-1. Florence with a 1-0 lead, and Mink has only allowed 2 base runners this entire performance so far. He deals. Parks hits this again to the same spot, out of play, and it's 0-2. Parks picking up the save in yesterday's game after his 5 RBI performance. And he has been a great two-way player for a long time. It's not easy in professional baseball. He also did it in college as well at Kent State, the 0-2. He hits this again, third base side, this time foul territory, playable for Fuentes. And he will make the catch. 44 pitches, 23 strikes for Mink.
The left fielder.
That'll bring up Randy
Number
Bednar.
6, Randy Bednar.
Parks was so good at being a two-way player back in college that in 2019 he was named the John Eulerud Two-Way Player of the Year. Here's the first pitch from Mink. Bednar cuts and comes up empty, was behind on a fastball, 0-1. Bednar has gotten that average back up to 270. The 0-1. Fastball taken away. And over the last 5 games, Randy has really started to figure things out at the plate, leading the club with a 467 average, 7 for 15, the 1-1. He hits this in the air, high and fairly deep toward right center. Ranging over is Davis. He's able to track it down, and there are 2 outs. Well, Mink throwing more strikes this inning. 5 pitches, no balls yet.
Number 8, Logan Brown.
But for Mink, he's got 2 strikeouts. He's fallen behind in a lot of counts, especially through the first 3 innings. Here's Logan Brown. Fouls the first pitch back, 0-1. But Mink has created a lot of weak contact. Brown batting left-handed, walked his first time up, the 0-1. Swung on and missed, down in the count now, 0-2. Yesterday, it was Reed Smith on the mound for Florence. Didn't have a great day as the starter, but I'll tell you, on Friday night, Ryan Webster putting together a strong performance, as is Hunter Mink right now. The 0-2, fastball way high, easy layoff for Brown. And this Florence pitching staff has been pitching much better than what the numbers show. The 1-2. Brown lines one out toward left center on his horse Arustich, and he will make the running catch. Another 1-2-3 for Mink. He sets the Otters down in order. We'll take it to inning number 5 with the Yalls ahead 1-0 on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. 8-9-1 in the order for Florence, due up. Braden Scott back on the mound. He winds and deals the first pitch to Thomas Jones. A fastball catches the top of the zone, and it's 0-1. Florence ahead 1-0 over Evansville. Series finale for this Sunday matinee. The pitch, Jones can't connect, was behind on a fastball, and the count is quickly 0-2. Jones singled and scored his first time up back in the third. The only run of the game for either side. Evansville getting no hit offensively. Florence, their one run on 3 hits. Here's the 0-2. Fastball misses high and away. And it is turning out to be a pitcher's duel barn burner. Braden Scott has looked good. Hunter Mink has looked good. The 1-2. Swung on, popped up, first base side. Logan Brown calling for it, and he makes the catch. So now it'll be Justin Levy coming to bat.
Second baseman, 5, Justin Levy.
Levy with the sacrifice fly, which brought home Jones in that third inning. Bats right-handed. Scott winds and deals. First pitch swinging, a flare shot out towards second. Backing up into shallow right, Zinn. And he makes the catch. There are quickly 2 outs. 5 pitches into this away fifth. Scott continuing to deal up to 59 pitches, 40 strikes. And now the lineup turns over. Here comes Dalton Davis. Davis 0 for 1. He walked his first time up. The pitch. Fastball in the inside corner, a strike. Davis started college at JUCO Tyler College. Transferred out his final 2 years. The 0-1 fastball misses high. And graduated from Louisiana Tech this spring. Batted .324 with 15 homers, 53 RBI in the last college baseball season. Here's the 1-1 offering. Fastball ripped high and deep to left. Bednar looking at it, and it is just foul. That was just a couple of feet away from being a solo homer from Davis. Instead, it's a long strike. Base is empty, 2 outs in the fifth, and the count 1-2. Scott winds and deals. Swung on and blooped into shallow right. That's going to be playable out there for Mattis. Charges in, makes the catch. And a 1-2-3 for Braden Scott. Throws 9 pitches, and that'll do it here in the top of the fifth. Florence ahead 1-0 over Evansville on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Delvin's in, leading it off for Evansville. Bottom of the 5th inning. Florence ahead 1-0. Hunter Mink winds and deals in the right-hander's first pitch, a breaking ball in the outside corner. Strike one. Zinn struck out looking his last time up at the dish. The pitch to him. Takes a fastball at the knees. Strike two. Zinn in both at-bats here this afternoon, falling behind 0-2 in the count. Here it comes. Slaps it foul to the right side, out of play, stays alive. Delvin, 5'10", 195 pounds. Drafted out of high school by the Cubs, didn't sign. Then spent 1 year with Mississippi State. The next year in 2016, he was drafted again by Chicago. 0-2 pitch, cut on and missed. Well, he spent the 2022 season with the Tennessee Smokies before his release. Then went to the American Association, and while he struggled here in the month of August, Zinn has been a welcomed addition to the lineup. He's out number 1 in the 5th. Now stepping up, J.J. Cruz, and his first pitch misses the zone. The count is 1-0. Mink, 55 pitches he deals. This is lined back to the screen, and we'll do it at 1-1. 33 strikes. And that strike-to-ball ratio has gotten better throughout the game. The 1-1. Fastball lined over the shortstop. Johnson goes into the left of center. Rounding first and staying put there, Cruz. He's got a single. Well, the Otters have been stumped so far, but the no-hitter broken up here in the 5th inning. And we have time called immediately as the pitching coach, Carl Craigie, will head out toward the mound. Wants a word with Hunter Mink. A little bit strange to see one throwing in the bullpen for Florence. Now, Mink is into his 3rd start. He has only thrown in 6 prior innings entering today's game, so this has been his best start of the year. The meeting is over. Now stepping to the plate, Justin Felix. First pitch to him, swung on and missed, and the count is 0-1. Felix struck out swinging his first time up. Hunter Mink signed and activated back on August 7 against Washington. Throws to first, back in safely Cruz. Saw 3 innings, gave up a run against the Wild Things, 3 innings against Windy City, and gave up 2 runs back on the 13th. Next pitch to Felix, misses the zone. The count is 1-1. But in those starts, again, only averaging 3 innings. Is 1-1. At the knees, taken for a strike. And the count is 1-2 to Justin. Mink at the set. He deals. And this is popped foul back over the screen, out of play. We'll try it again. The last time Mink saw action on the mound in those 3 innings against Windy City, he threw 66 pitches. He was a regular starter at South Florida. He deals. Breaking ball misses downstairs. So the question rises with that bullpen getting hot. Is the pitch count limited for Mink? Is that because he threw in 76 innings this spring? Next pitch from Felix popped up. Foul territory, first base side. This will get out of play.
That overhead foul ball is brought
We'll try it at 2-2 again.
There you go, fans.
Just very strange because
never regret it.
every indication shows that Mink should be able to throw a lot of pitches on the mound. But he hasn't really gotten an opportunity to do that yet. His 2-2 home. Swung on and launched high and deep to left. If it's fair, it's gone. And it is fair ball, a home run for Felix. Just hugging inside that left field foul pole. And the Otters jump ahead. It's now 2-1.
Ladies and gentlemen, Justin Felix, a two-run shot.
Justin Felix with his 4th homer of the year. RBIs 10 and 11. And that was launched. Well, maybe that's why Mink hasn't gotten a chance to go any longer. We'll have a pitching change here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. And more information on the reliever to come when we come back. Evansville 2, Florence 1 here in the 5th.
The center fielder.
Matt Fernandez taking over duties on the rubber, 6 foot, 194 pounds out of Miami, Florida. And a recent graduate of Pittsburgh University, Fernandez will face Giovanni DiGiacomo, bases empty, 1 out, bottom of the 5th, and moments ago, a Justin Felix 2-run homer past the left field wall, just snuck inside the foul pole, and it's now 2-1, Evansville over Florence. First pitch, a bunt attempt by DiGiacomo, and puts it foul to the third base side. It's 0-1. Mink's final line, 4 1/3 innings of work. 2 runs, both earned on 2 hits. He had a no-hitter going into this inning. And J.J. Cruz singled right before Felix had that home run. 2 walks and 4 Ks for Mink. The 0-1. Swung on and blasted. High and deep to right, but this is hooking foul. Had the home run distance, and Giovanni almost tallying his first big fly of the year. Now going to try and straighten it out. Down in the count, 0-2 though. The right-hander Fernandez winds and fires. Breaking ball downstairs. Well, the Otters have only gone back-to-back 1 time this year. And that came all the way back on May 15th against Gateway here at home. 1-2 pitch, swung on and launched. High and deep to right again, and it is foul. Another one where DiGiacomo had home run distance. That was Yomar Reyes and Randy Bednar going back-to-back all the way back in early May. Fernandez sets up the 1-2. He deals. And it's lined foul to the right side. Well,
Hey, Gabby, that
DiGiacomo
is brought to you by Ed's Construction. She's
pulling pretty much every pitch he's seen this at bat. The 1-2. And it's called strike 3. Right at the knees, a fastball. 83 miles an hour from Fernandez. And Giovanni out number 2. That's got to be a disappointing result for Giovanni. 2 foul ball home runs in the same at bat. And then he strikes out looking. The lineup turns over, base is empty. Coming to the plate, David Mendham. Bats left-handed. Here's the pitch from Fernandez. Fastball misses inside, and the count is 1-0. Mendham this afternoon 0 for 2, struck out swinging his last time up. Fernandez deals the 1-0. Grounder hit to the right side of the infield. And a lunging try by Levy goes over his glove into right, a base hit for David. A 2-out single here in the bottom of the 5th. Evansville leading it 2-1. And it'll be Gary Mattis coming up. Mattis batting right-handed. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Gary 3 for 9 in the series. Had an RBI and a triple yesterday. The pitch. Breaking ball misses downstairs. It's been an interesting series for Mattis. 0 for 4 on Friday with 4 Ks. Then a 3 for 3 game yesterday. The 1-1 from Fernandez. Runner goes to second. Fastball high. Throw to the bag late. Mendham in with a stolen base. He remains a perfect 12 of 12 in that department on the year. Count moves to 2-1 for Mattis. Infield playing deep, outfield playing deep. Fernandez at the set, a look to second, he deals. Mattis puts a charge into this one out to left, playable for Hrustic, takes a couple of steps back, makes the grab, and the inning is over. Justin Felix putting the Otters ahead with a 2-run homer, and Evansville leads at 2-1 over Florence. We'll be back on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network.
It's time for Jersey Mike's Build a Sub. We've got 2 master sub chefs ready to build an artisan BLT. First, our contestants will spin around the bat 10 times and then build their sub. Once their sub is built, they will run it to their otter mill, all with unique ingredients inside the sandwich. First one to hand their completed sub off to an otter mill wins a coupon for Jersey Mike's. Get ready, set, and go. The only way to top the sub is with real red wine vinegar, made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the only way to get it is at Jersey Mike's, because authentic ingredients make a sub above. Now located at 939 North Burkhart Road in Evansville. Up to you, Zane.
Thanks, Lucas. Don't forget to check out the Otters Den Team Store in the main tunnel to get all your latest merchandise and apparel. To remember your special afternoon here at Bossy Field. Am I right, Mary? Don't forget 6 more games on that homestand before we are done for the year here at Bossy Field. Call Mary at 812-435-8686 and she'll be happy to take your call. Shortstop 1, Ed Johnson.
Ed Johnson leading it off, top of the 6th inning. And Evansville ahead of Florence, 2-1. First pitch swinging, and Johnson puts it foul back over the screen and out of play. 0-1. 64 pitches, 44 strikes for Braden Scott, the starter, back out there on the mound. Infield playing back, outfield playing deep. The southpaw winds and deals, and the 0-1 pitch is a little bit inside. 81-mile-an-hour fastball. And the count is 1-1. Scott can throw into the low 90s on occasion. The 1-1. Breaking ball misses outside, 2-1 the count. And again, we're just reading the miles per hour listed on what is shown by our Flow Sports. No clue if that's actually accurate. The 2-1. And it's sent foul again over the screen. The reason I say that is because we've had multiple numbers pop up for single pitches. We've had balls that look like they're 85 plus coming in at 72. Sometimes it's all over the place. The 2-2. Swung on, lined out towards shallow center. Charging in, Giovanni DiGiacomo can't get there. Base hit for Johnson.
Third baseman, 3, Brian Fuentes.
The Otters, 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error. Florence, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. Now stepping to the plate, Brian Fuentes. Lefty on righty battle. Scott kicks and deals. Breaking ball in the inside corner, a strike, 0-1. Justin Felix doing the damage for the Otters offense with a 2-run homer just inside the pesky left field foul pole. The 0-1. Fastball misses just a little bit in. Had 86 on the gun, then it dropped to 81 on that last heater. Fuentes, 0 for 2, a line out and a fly out. The 1-1. Right on the outside, Black nibbled the edge for a strike. 1-2 now. Fuentes calls time, wants to think things over. He struggled this series, just 1 for 9 against Evansville. Scott at the set. He twirls and deals. Runner goes to second. Fastball line back to the screen, and we'll do it again. Want to make your lawn and landscape look like a field of dreams? Make sure to use 10 Barge professional brand products. Pick them up at any of our 3 locations, beautifying the communities we live in and the grass we walk and play on, all since 1940. Scott twirling the baseball in his hands. He's got a sign that he likes. He deals. And here's a ground ball hit out toward third. Cruz bobbles it, recovers with a bare hand, throws to first, and they're able to beat Fuentes. A nice play by Cruz, able to keep that in front of him. Up to second base, Johnson. 1 out on the 5-3 fielder's choice. Now stepping to the dish, Hank Zeisler. He bats from the left side. Zeisler, 0 for 2, a strikeout and a flyout. Scott ready. He deals. Grounder hit out towards second. Zinn coming toward the first base bag, fielding it and making the throw. 2 outs. Johnson up to third. So 190 feet from scoring for Florence. A 2-1 game, Evansville leading.
Catcher 9, Zade Richardson.
And now coming to the plate, it's the catcher, Zade Richardson. We've had a lot of high-scoring games throughout this season between these 2 teams. The pitch. Richardson takes one down the middle, a strike, 0-1. There have been 145 runs scored before today's game between these two teams. Next pitch from Scott, blocked by Felix in the dirt, 1-1. And boy, have we had some high-scoring games: 15-9, 20-2, 11-5, 9-6, 10-0. At the set, Scott deals. 1-1 popped up. First base side, foul territory, playable for Brown. He ranges over, makes the catch, splitting the warning track and first base, and he retires the side. A runner stranded on third for Florence here in this anomaly of a game scoring-wise, and the pitcher's duel continues. It's Evansville 2, Florence 1 on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. We're heading to the bottom of the sixth. Bottom of the sixth inning, Pavin Parks leading it off for Evansville. 0 for 2 this afternoon, a couple of flyouts in foul territory. And it is Evansville 2, Florence 1. First pitch swinging, and Parks pops this one up to shallow left. Backing up the shortstop, Johnson makes the catch. One pitch, one out for Matt Fernandez here to begin this inning. That'll bring up Randy Bednar. Fernandez taking over duties for Hunter Mink in that last inning. As soon as Mink gave up that two-run homer to Justin Felix, Chad Rhodes and Carl Craigie said, "Yep, seen enough." Which is strange because Mink had a no-no going up until that fifth inning. But Justin Felix making the difference. Here's the pitch to Bednar. Breaking ball misses high, and the count is 1-0. 14 pitches, 9 strikes out of the bullpen for Fernandez. Bednar 0 for 2. The pitch drops in for a strike, 1-1. And Randy trying to extend his 4-game hit streak. 3 for 9 in the series, a double and 2 Ks. The 1-1. Swung on and blasted. High and deep toward left center, backing up Parustic. It's the center fielder, Jones, calling for it, and he makes the catch before running into the wall. Bednar gave it a good ride, and the wind might have helped that baseball stay in the ballpark, blowing out toward right. Bednar can't believe it. That did not leave the friendly confines of Bosse Field. And the center fielder able to retire the Otters left fielder. There are now 2 outs here in this 6th inning. Evansville ahead 2-1, and coming to the plate, it's the left-handed hitting first baseman Logan Brown. Here's the pitch to him. Fernandez's fastball misses outside. 84 miles an hour on the gun, and the count is 1-0. Now the next offering. Brown taking the whole way. Didn't even lift the bat off his shoulders. And it's in for a strike, 1-1. Fernandez wears number 90. How often do you see that? The 1-1. And it misses high and outside. 2 balls and a strike. He's got a offensive lineman's number. Now the 2-1. Fernandez's fastball at the knees, strike 2. Deuces are wild to Brown. Maybe a defensive lineman's number. Usually the offensive guys wear the numbers in the 70s. Brown calling for time, wants to think things over. Fernandez just standing on the mound waiting for him. Everybody ready. And the 2-2. Swung on, ripped out toward right field deep, backing up and making the catch. Davis right onto the warning track. Couple of hard hit balls from Evansville here in the bottom of the 6th. Nothing to show for it as they go down 1-2-3. We'll take it to inning number 7. The Otters 2, the Y'alls 1 on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Some good smelling food here at the ballpark today at Bosse Field. We're in the 7th. Evansville leading it 2-1 over Florence. Braden Scott's first pitch to Stephen Harustich. Misses outside and the count is 1-0. Got all sorts of flavors going on here. Popcorn, chicken tenders, fries, the 1-0. Fastball touches the inside black, a strike. 1-1. And the weekly special, or the series special, I should say, from Big Cat at Doc Sports Bar, wings. Next pitch, tap back to the screen. And the count is 2-1. Our scoreboard operator, Brandon Taylor, had some mild buffalo wings up here before the game, and almost took some right off his dish. Harustich 0 for 2, a line out and a fly out. Here's his 1-2. Fastball misses upstairs. Batting .297 on the year. Harustich, 11 homers, 43 RBI. Scott winds and deals. Breaking ball upstairs. Not too many more games to enjoy the good cuisine here at Bosse Field. So make sure to stop on by and get yourself some food. Here's the next pitch, and it's fouled away. We'll do it again at 3-2 for Hrustic. If you want tickets to the next game, which is on Tuesday, opening up a new series against Windy City, call 812-435-8686 or stop up at the Otters front office. The 3-2. Breaking ball outside, and it's a walk. So for the second inning in a row, Braden Scott allowing a leadoff base runner. Hrustic down to first on the free pass, and now coming to the plate, it's Sergio Gutierrez. Here's the pitch. First pitch, swing and a miss. And the count is 0-1. Gutierrez, a switch hitter. He was batting from the left side earlier this series, whenever the right-handers were on the mound for Evansville. Throw to the bag at first. Back in safely, Hrustic. Scott sitting at 85 pitches. His next pitch is cut on and missed, and the count is 0-2. And he's putting together another really, really good start for Evansville, following up his 8 innings, a 2-run ball against Schaumburg earlier this week. He is having his best month of the year and saving it for the last month of the year as well. Now the 0-2 pitch, and this is sent foul back over the screen and out of play. We'll do it again.
That overhead foul ball is brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it.
Scott has gone 5 innings, or rather 7 innings or more 5 different times. Here's the 2-0. Or rather the 0-2, beg your pardon. Outside, and it's 1-2 now. Now the set. Now the pitch. Popped up. Foul back over the screen and out of play again. Gutierrez staying alive with 2 strikes. Runner on first, nobody out. And Evansville holding on to a 2-1 lead over Florence here in the 7th. Bullpen is warming up for Evansville. The 1-2. Swung on, lasered out toward deep center, backing up to Giacomo, makes the running catch, and he retires Gutierrez. Looks like it's Alex Valdez throwing in that Otters bullpen. A right-hander getting loose.
71, Thomas Jones.
So that'll bring up Thomas Jones. 1 out in the 7th. 2-1 Evansville. Jones 1 for 2. Here's the pitch to him. Lines it back to the screen, 0-1. Jones has struggled in his early Y'all's tenure. Just 3 for 22 at the plate. Snapped a 6-game hitless streak yesterday, however. The 0-1. And he nubs it foul back to the screen. Jones picking up 2 RBI yesterday. Had a base hit in the left field. Still waiting for that first extra base hit. No doubles, no triples, no home runs. Scott comes to the set. He kicks and deals. And this is a bloop shot down the right field line. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Rounding second, heading for third, Hrustich. Ball picked up by Madison Wright. Throws it back in. That's a brutal one to give up if you're Braden Scott. A Texas Leaguer single.
Justin Levy.
And Jones aboard first. Runners at the corners now. One out in the inning, and it's Justin Levy coming to bat. On an 0-2 pitch. Jones got jammed inside and somehow, some way, able to keep that fair. Levy 0 for 1, a sac fly his first time up. Bats right-handed in the pitch. At the top of the zone, just missed a little upstairs. And the count is 1-0. Levy working on a 5-game hit streak. Scott looking to first, now deals home. Line shot back up the middle, and DiGiacomo plays it on a bounce. It's a base hit. Coming in to score is Hrustich, and this game is tied at 2.
The Hoosier Lottery strikeout batter in right field. 7.
An RBI single for Levy. And here comes Max Peterson. We'll see if the day is over for Braden Scott. Valdez still throwing down in the Otters bullpen. And Peterson will make the call. Valdez coming to pitch when we come back. Top of the 7th. Runners on first and second with 1 out. And we're tied at 2 between Evansville and Florence. Alex Valdez inheriting runners on first and second here in the top of the 7th inning. Florence already scoring 1 to tie the game at 2 with Evansville. And it's the top of the order, Dalton Davis coming to bat. He hits from the right side. The right-hander Valdez kicks and deals. And the first pitch is a strike in there, a fastball, 0-1. The line from Braden Scott, the book is still open. 6 1/3, 2 runs, both earned, 6 hits, 2 walks, and 3 Ks. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And Davis was behind on a fastball. It's quickly 0-2. 95 pitches, 65 strikes. For Scott, all things considered, a really good day. Valdez at the set, a look to second. He deals. And this is blooped in the air, first base side. Right on the white chalk, just crossing into foul territory. Brown takes a few steps in front of the bag to make the catch. And there are 2 outs.
Shortstop 1, Ed Johnson.
That'll bring up Ed Johnson. Scott responsible for Thomas Jones on second and Justin Levy on first. Valdez at the set. 2 looks to second, the pitch home. Fastball swung on, hit in the gap to left center. Long run for DiGiacomo, able to track it down, makes the grab, and the inning is over. So a good job by Valdez out of the bullpen. 4 pitches, 2 outs, and he strands both runners. Florence ties the game with 1 in the top of the 7th. It's stretch time, 2-2 your score here at Bosse Field. Evansville coming to bat after this. Delvin Zinn leading it off. Bottom of the 7th inning for Evansville. 2-2 the score with Florence. Matt Fernandez, the right-hander, winds and fires the first pitch. Zinn takes a breaking ball in the inside corner, a strike, and it's 0-1. Stay up to date with the latest news and promotions from the Otters by visiting EvansvilleOtters.com. Subscribe to the Otters Z newsletter. Here's the 0-1. Zinn hits this in the air out towards center. And right there to make the catch, Jones, 1 out. 23 pitches, 16 strikes out of the pen for Fernandez. Came on to pitch in that 5th inning for the starter, Hunter Mink. Gave up 1 base hit in the 5th, worked a 1-2-3 in the last inning. Here's J.J. Cruz, first pitch to him. Fastball misses downstairs, and the count is 1-0. Florence able to tie the game in the top of this frame. The 1-0. Cruz pops it up third base side, right near the bag. Fuentes crossing into foul ground, now back into fair play, and he makes the catch to retire Cruz. Four pitches, 2 outs for Fernandez here in this 7th inning. And it's Justin Felix coming to bat. Felix with the 2-run homer to left, his last time up in the 5th inning. Righty on righty matchup. The wind and the pitch. Fastball misses low. Fernandez played 3 seasons of collegiate baseball at Miami-Dade. First pitch, or rather the next pitch in there for a strike. Also played at FIU and Pitt. Spent a lot of places. Next pitch fouled back to the screen, 1-2. The wind and the pitch. And this is grounded foul to the third base side. We'll do it again for Felix at 1-2. Fernandez, not including JUCO ball, in his 3 seasons of NCAA collegiate play, a 6.35 ERA throughout his career, 141 and 2/3 innings. He deals, and this is popped up. First base side, playable in foul territory for Zeisler. Makes the catch nearing the Otters bullpen, and another 1-2-3 inning for Fernandez out of the bowl. We'll head to the 8th inning. 2-2 your score between Evansville and Florence. Alex Valdez back out to pitch here in the top of the 8th inning. And it's Brian Fuentes at the dish, takes the first pitch high and in, and the count is 1-0. Valdez throwing in just 4 pitches out of the pen in that 7th frame. Got 2 outs. The 1-0 sliced back to the screen. A ball and a strike now for Fuentes. Heart of the order due up for Florence. Tied at 2 with Evansville. The Otters trying to win the series finale and the rubber match. The 1-1. Fastball upstairs. That adds some juice to it. 94 miles an hour on the gun. Wow. That one had some mustard to it. Valdez kicks and deals. Check swing tapped in front of the plate, but foul went off of Fuentes first. And the count now 2-2. Valdez, a 4-seamer, a 2-seamer, and a slider. Grew up in the Dominican Republic. Played in the affiliated circuit with Arizona reaching high A. Spent the last 2 seasons with Kansas City. That's the Kansas City Monarchs in the American Association. The pitch, called strike 3. 2-seamer at the knees, and Fuentes down looking. He's out number 1 here in the 8th. And now coming to the plate, it's Hank Zeisler. This might be the lowest scoring game in the history of games played between these 2 clubs. The pitch, tap back to the mound. Valdez fields it, throws to first. Zeisler retired, and a quick 2 outs here to begin the 8th. I'm being just a tad facetious. But with how many high-scoring games we have had this year, this is the least amount of runs scored between these 2 teams, at least for this season. 2-2 the score, bases empty, 2 outs. Here's Zade Richardson, first pitch. And Valdez's fastball at the knees, strike 1. Richardson 1 for 3, singled back in the 4th inning. Valdez kicks and deals. And swing and a miss from Richardson, chased after one. Well low as that bounced in. Evansville, 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error. Florence, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. Valdez ready, the right-hander. Working down the middle of the mound, serves up the pitch. Another bouncer. Lands in front of home and kicks toward the Otters' first base dugout. 1-2 now.
9th birthday. That'd be Reagan Trails. On the count of 3, let's wish Reagan a happy birthday. 1, 2, 3.
The 1-2 from Valdez. Swung on, grounded to third, but foul.
Happy birthday to Reagan from all of us here at Fossey Field, and great to have my good friend Ron Trail back here at the ballpark. Enjoy the rest of your game.
Valdez ready. He winds and deals. 1-2. Sent back to the screen. 2-2 now. Gorgeous day here at the ballpark. 81 degrees. Partly cloudy skies. Our wind blowing out toward right field. It's been the coolest day we've had at Bosse in quite some time. A 1-2 pitch. Grounded foul again. 3 foul balls in a row from Richardson. Staying alive with 2 strikes, and Valdez trying to put him away. Evansville will send up Giovanni DiGiacomo, David Mendham, and Gary Mattis to the plate in their home 8th. The 1-2. Swung on, a line drive out toward left. Charging after it, Bednar makes the running catch. A 1-2-3 for Valdez. We'll head to the home 8th. 2-2 your score between Evansville and Florence on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. A new arm out of the bullpen for Florence here to begin this bottom of the 8th inning. Giovanni DiGiacomo leading it off for Evansville. 2-2 the score. And for the Alls, Darian Williams taking over duties on the mound in place of Matt Fernandez. The right-hander steps and deals from the stretch. First pitch to DiGiacomo misses downstairs, and the count is 1-0. Giovanni 0 for 1, a walk and a strikeout. The pitch outside, 2 balls and no strikes. 30 pitches, 21 strikes for Fernandez. Went 2 2/3, gave up just a hit with 1 strikeout. Here's the pitch. On the outside edge, taken for a strike, and it's 2-1. The Otters have not had a base runner since the 5th inning. Back-to-back 1-2-3s from Williams. The pitch. And it misses downstairs. 3-1 now for Giovanni. That last base runner was a single from David Mendham. The right-hander comes to the set. Williams kicks and deals. And it misses upstairs, a walk. And Giovanni will head down to first base, a leadoff base runner. And the lineup turns over. Here comes David Mendham.
Number 34, David Mendham.
Williams, 6'2", 220 pounds, out of Bryan, Texas. Righty on left battle, the pitch. And it misses downstairs, stopped by Richardson. Count is 1-0. Williams drafted in the 26th round and signed by the Los Angeles Angels in the 2018 draft. Played with the club until May of 2020. Spent 2 years in rookie ball before his release. The 1-0 swung on, grounded to the right side, and a lunging stop by Levy as it bounces off his glove, rolls up to his chest, and bounces into right center. We'll see if they give that a base hit or an error.
Right fielder.
And it's going to be an E4.
Gary Mattis.
Here comes Gary Mattis, first and second for Evansville. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th. We'll see if the sac bunt is on. Mattis back in the box. Here's the pitch. He's swinging, but watched one low. Count is 1-0. Williams, 36 appearances during his affiliated circuit, a .492 ERA. The kick and the pitch. Mattis skies one foul and out of play to the right side.
An overhead foul ball is brought to you by Heads Construction.
Gary 0 for 3 today.
The best. Never
In a
regret.
low-scoring contest like this, you wonder why not try and bunt the runners over. A 1-1. Mattis lines one into left field, base hit. Well, that's why. Held up at third, DiGiacomo, and the bases are loaded. So the gamble pays off. Mattis with a single. Still nobody out in the inning, and here comes Pavin Parks. First, it's Carl Craigie. That bullpen hot for Florence. Craigie looking down there, hasn't made the signal yet. Looks like this will just be a visit. 2-2 the score. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning, and Evansville a chance to take a late lead. Parks was the hero yesterday. Can he get the job done again today? 10 pitches out of the bullpen so far for Williams. 4 strikes. Infield playing in for Florence. Parks batting left-handed. The meeting on the mound is over. Williams leaning in, gets the sign. The right-hander from the stretch deals. Parks checks his swing, takes a strike, 0-1. DiGiacomo on third, Mendham on second, Mattis on first. Outfield playing medium deep. Nobody out here in the 8th. And the pitch looked at low. Fastball in the basement, and the count is 1-1. Parks had the grand slam, a 5 RBI effort for him yesterday. Here it comes, and Parks pops it up on the infield, foul territory. Zeisler charging toward the Otters' first base dugout, makes the catch right before going on to the warning track.
Left fielder.
Parks not happy with himself after that at-bat. And coming to the plate, it's Randy Bednar. So the infield now at double play depth. Corners pulled in. Outfield still playing medium deep. Bednar 0 for 3, trying to extend his hit streak to 5 games. The pitch. Fastball in the inside corner, a strike, 0-1. Needless to say, this is an opportunity that you cannot let go by the wayside if you're Evansville. 2-2 the score. We're in the 8th. Bases loaded, 1 out. And the 0-1. Nubbed foul back toward the Otters dugout. It's 0-2. So Bednar will be in protect mode now. All you have to do is put one deep into the outfield. Even medium deep should get the job done. The 0-2. Checked his swing. Bednar able to hold up in time. Pitch missed down low. I say all you have to do. It's a lot harder said than done, especially in a moment like this, but that's what should be going through Bednar's mind. Williams comes to the set. The right-hander ready. He deals. Bounces in, blocked by Richardson. 78-mile-an-hour off speed, and the count is 2-2. Williams with a four-seam fastball, slider, and a changeup. Here's the 2-2. Bednar hits this out toward right center. Pretty deep, charging after it. Davis makes the running catch. Tagging for home, Giovanni. Throw goes into second, and Evansville has the lead. Randy gets the job done. A sacrifice RBI fly to right center. And it is Evansville 3, Florence 2 here in the 8th. Both runners staying on first and second, and now it's Logan Brown coming to bat. That's how to get the job done. Down in the count, 0-2, Bednar battling back and capitalizing. First pitch to Brown, grounded to the right side, a diving stop by Zeisler with a backhand. Throw to first, thrown away. Williams was coming over, couldn't secure it. And it's an E1. Looked like he tried to barehand it.
Second baseman, number 1.
And this inning will continue. The base is reloaded. Second error of the inning from Florence. And now coming to bat, it's Delvin Zinn. Right on right matchup. Here's the pitch. Zinn takes inside a fastball, 1-0. Zinn 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts, 0 for 7 in the series. Trying to deliver on some important insurance. 3-2, Otters on top. The pitch, and it misses downstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. $1,534, hoping for an Otters win here today. Now the 2-0 delivery. And Zinn takes, he's got a 3-0 count. Williams in danger of walking in a run. Action Club of Southwest Indiana in attendance today, and some stray dogs. Dog days of summer. 3-0, misses downstairs, ball 4. An RBI walk for Delvin Zinn. Didn't even have to lift the bat off his shoulders. Williams doing all the work for him, and it's now a 4-2 Otters lead. Craigie coming back out. He makes the pitching change. More information on the reliever to come when we come back here in the 8th. Ben Terwilliger on to pitch for Florence, 6'4", 250 pounds, the right-hander from Elmira, New York, making his 24th appearance. A 4.60 ERA, bottom of the 8th inning. Evansville leading it 4-2. The bases are loaded with 2 outs, and J.J. Cruz steps up to the plate. Darian Williams, an abysmal day on the rubber, 2/3 of an inning, 2 runs, 1 earned, blew the lead, gave up a hit and 2 walks. Cruz batting left-handed. Here's the pitch to him. Terwilliger's fastball misses high and away, and the count is 1-0. Well, Williams ending his day with a 4-pitch walk, and he walked in a run. Now the 1-0 home. Cruz takes inside, maybe a little bit low as well. 2 balls and no strikes. JJ 1 for 3, singled and scored in the 5th inning. Entered this afternoon batting .310. This is game number 11 for him of his professional career. The 2-0 pitch. He lines it back to the screen foul. We'll do it at 2-1. Delvin's in on first, Logan Brown on second, Gary Mattis on third. Infield playing back, outfield playing medium deep. The pitch. Inside and low. 3-1 now. Terwilliger in danger of walking in a run. The right-hander sets from the stretch on the third base side of the mound. He deals. And Cruz rifles it back to the screen. We'll do it at 3-2 now. Well, a base hit into the alley with the runners going on the pitch. Could score all 3 depending on how far it goes. Otters ahead 4-2, bottom of the 8th. Now the payoff. Swung on, ripped into the left center, or rather, this is going to stay in the infield. Well, that was deceptive. That's the problem here at Bosse Field with that roof hanging down over the press box. You can't see where the ball goes. Stayed onto the infield, and it was caught by the middle infielder. And that'll do it here in the bottom of the 8th. Evansville gets 2, and they take a 4-2 lead over Florence. We'll head to the top of the 9th. One last chance for the Y'alls here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Paven Parks going from shortstop to the mound here in the top of the 9th inning. And it is Evansville 4, Florence 2. Parks on for the save. He will face Steven Hrustich to lead off the frame. The right-hander winds and deals. First pitch fouled back to the screen, and the count is 0-1. Parks a perfect 5 for 5 in save opportunities this season. Yet to give up an earned run 10 1/3 innings of work. He's surrendered just 2 unearned runs. The 0-1. Breaking ball lifted to the right side, out of play, 0-2. Parks with a cut fastball, as well as a changeup and a slider. The Otters taking the lead in the bottom of the 8th. 2 runs coming in to score, 1 unearned. Parks into the motion, his pitch. Line back to the screen again. Arustich hitless here this afternoon, 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Alex Valdez's day is over on the mound for Evansville. 1 2/3 scoreless innings with 1 strikeout. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball called, strike 3. Right down the middle, and Arustich couldn't pull the trigger. A 4-pitch strikeout for Parks to begin this top of the 9th. So now it's the switch hitting catcher, Sergio Gutierrez, coming to bat. 0 for 3, lined out to center his last time up. Here's the right-hander Parks pitch. Swing and a miss. And Gutierrez well behind on an 86-mile-an-hour cut fastball. Gutierrez, 11 homers, 40 RBI. 4-2 your score. Evansville leads at the 0-1. Another cutter at the top of the zone, and it's quickly 0-2. Infield playing with a slight shift to the right side. Outfield playing medium deep, normal positioning. Delvin Zinn now at short, Amani Larry at second. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball grounded back up the middle, off Parks' glove. He slides, throws to first, a little bit late. Good stretch over there by Brown, and it was close, but Gutierrez able to beat that out, and here comes the tying run to the dish.
71, Thomas Jones.
An 0-2 count and a comebacker to Parks. If he didn't touch that ball, you wonder if Zinn, the shortstop, would have ranged over, or even Amani Larry at second. 1 out in the inning. Jones 2 for 3. He's had a good day at the plate. The pitch to him. He watches a fastball outside, and the count is 1-0. Well, it has started to rain here at Bosse Field. A light rain coming down on the surface. The pitch swung on and missed. Well, the sun is still out in parts of the sky. Parks at the set. Now the 1-1. Inside. Almost clipped. Jones just missed him. And the count now 2-1. We'll see how the slickness of the ball affects Parks, and the rain starting to come down harder now at Bosse Field. Here's the 2-1. Check swing, and it's a swinging bunt down the third base line, picked up by Felix, throws to first low. Brown scoops it up out of the dirt. And now it's Jones arguing with first base umpire Ted Dutcher, saying he wants catcher's interference because he was impeded going down that first baseline right out of the box. But the rule goes the runner has to give way to the fielder. It's not the other way around. The runner has to make way so the fielder can make the play. Jones still not happy. Now he's chirping with Archer, Flores, Pareda, and Pareda says that's enough. Florence down to their final out. Gutierrez up to second on the fielder's choice, and coming to bat, Justin Levy. Parks, the right-hander, comes to the set. He deals, and the first pitch is tipped foul back to the screen. 0-1 the count. That rain still coming down. It's hard to tell because, again, it's still light outside. The set from Parks. He deals. 0-1, a soft line drive out to right field. This should end the game. Mattis makes the catch, and Evansville able to win the series over Florence. After dropping Friday night 10-0, the Otters win the final 2 games, and your final score here for this Sunday matinee, Evansville 4, Florence 2. Evansville taking the series finale and the series against the Florence Yalls here in the rubber match. And your final score for this Sunday afternoon contest, the Otters 4 and Florence 2. Post-game show and the recap coming your way, brought to you by Kyle Chandler on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. It was Florence to plate the first run of the game in the 3rd inning, a leadoff base hit from Thomas Jones after stealing second base and going to third on a throwing mistake from the catcher, Justin Felix. The next batter, Justin Levy, able to knock him in with a sac RBI fly. But Felix getting redemption in the bottom of the 5th inning. After a 1-out single from J.J. Cruz, he came up to the plate and blasted a 2-run homer just inside the left field foul pole, which propelled Evansville ahead to make it a 2-1 game. Florence tied it in the top of the 7th, the leadoff walk from Steven Harustich. After a single from Thomas Jones with 1 out, Justin Levy came to the dish and hit his 2nd RBI of the game, this time on a single to tie the game at 2. Evansville fired back in the bottom of the 8th inning. It was a leadoff walk from Giovanni DiGiacomo, followed by an error which allowed David Mendham to reach. After a single, the bases were loaded, and Randy Bednar, after being down in the count 0-2, battled back to work it to 2-2, then skied a ball into right field. Dalton Davis came on to make the catch, but did not throw home, and DiGiacomo tagged for the plate, which gave Evansville the lead, and it was then 3-2. The Otters garnered 1 more on an RBI walk. 2 batters later from Delvin Zinn to finalize the scoring. And one final time, your final score, Evansville 4 and Florence 2. The winning pitcher here today, Alex Valdez, moves to 2-0 on the season. He pitched in 1 2/3 scoreless innings, giving up no runs, no walks, no hits, and striking out 1. Earning the save, Pavin Parks. He remains perfect in save opportunities. Gave up a hit, struck out 1 in the top of the 9th. He has his, again, 6th save of the year. Valdez now 2-0 on the year. And the Otters, with the win, move to 37-48 on the season. Taking the loss, Darian Williams gave up the lead in the 8th inning, worked in 2/3 of an inning, And out of the 2 runs he surrendered, 1 was earned on 1 hit, 2 walks, and no Ks. And with the loss, Florence drops to 41 and 42. Final time of today's game, 2 hours and 15 minutes, and the attendance 1,534 coming out to see the Otters take down Florence in the rubber match. Again, Evansville winning this one 4-2. That's it from us here in the press box. We want to thank you all so much for your time. Also, a big thanks to the guys to my left working hard and delivering a good product both on the air and off. And we hope to see you tomorrow, or rather Tuesday, as the Otters will have off tomorrow, and they will be back at Bosse to open up a new series against Windy City, a 6:35 first pitch Central Time start. Hope to see you there, but until then, please enjoy the rest of your Sunday here on the Lord's Day, and enjoy your off day tomorrow. God bless everybody. This is Kyle Chandler saying so long. Hope to see you again on Tuesday.